Football is a game of moments where every second can become a memory that lasts a lifetime. But on some nights, those moments stretch on forever, as if time itself refuses to move forward. The 2022 World Cup final in Qatar was more than just a football match. It was a clash of legends, a spectacle that gripped the entire planet, and a roller coaster of emotion that no one could have predicted. On the touchline, Lionel Scaloni carried the hopes and dreams of millions of Argentinians, living every pass, every tackle, and every shot as if he were right there on the pitch with his players. Argentina surged ahead, with Messi and Di Maria lighting up the stadium and putting their team 2 goals up. For a moment, it felt like destiny was finally within their grasp, and the celebrations echoed across continents. But football is a game of twists and turns. Kylian Mbappe's 2 goals in the blink of an eye shattered Argentina's comfort, dragging France back from the brink and sending shockwaves through the crowd. Extra time brought with it an unbearable tension. Scaloni, visibly strained and pacing the sideline, tried desperately to steady his team and keep their focus intact. Messi scored again, igniting hope, but Mbappe, relentless and unstoppable, completed his hat-trick, forcing the match into the ultimate test: penalties. The final whistle brought no relief, only a new kind of anxiety, as players collapsed to the turf, drained by the relentless drama. Scaloni gathered his exhausted players for one last huddle, his voice steady, but his eyes betraying the weight of the moment. Determination and belief were etched on every face. They stood together, united by a single purpose: to fight for their manager, their country, and the little magician who had led them this far. Every heartbeat echoed with hope and fear. The world held its breath as the players walked to the center circle, knowing that in these next few moments history would be written and legends would be born. Lusail Stadium shimmered under the Qatari night, a golden bowl packed with Argentinian passion. The Hinchas' songs created an electric, almost spiritual atmosphere, their voices fueling the players. At 2-0, the stadium was a festival, dancing, singing, dreaming of Messi's crowning moment. But Mbappe's quick-fire goals turned celebration into dread, silencing the Argentinian chorus. French fans found their voice. Tension crackled with every pass and shot. Scaloni stood at the storm center, blocking out the chaos, guiding his team through the pressure. The Lusail Stadium became the stage for destiny, Scaloni's and Argentina's. Nothing in sport matches the agony and drama of a World Cup final penalty shootout. It's a moment where hope and heartbreak hang in the balance, and every heartbeat echoes with the weight of history. For managers, it's helplessness. For players, a lonely walk to the spot, with the eyes of millions fixed on every step. The pressure is unimaginable, and the silence before the whistle is deafening. Scaloni had chosen his takers and put his faith in Emiliano Martinez, Argentina's master of mind games. Martinez, known for his psychological tricks, stood tall, ready to become a hero. Messi, the captain and talisman, coolly converted the first penalty, setting the tone for his team and sending a surge of confidence through the Argentine ranks. Then, Martinez saved Koeman's shot, sending Argentinian fans wild with joy and disbelief. The stadium erupted, hope reignited in every supporter's heart. Dybala, brought on for this very moment, stepped up and scored with nerves of steel. Moments later, Tchouaméni missed for France, the pressure proving too much. Paredes smashed his penalty home, putting Argentina on the brink of glory. Every successful kick brought them closer to a dream, decades in the making. France clung on with Kolo Muani's goal, refusing to give up. The tension was unbearable, but the stage was set for a final act that would decide everything. Gonzalo Montiel, who had conceded France's 3rd goal, now had the chance for redemption. The story had come full circle, and fate had handed him the spotlight. The weight of a nation rested on his shoulders. Every Argentinian, from Buenos Aires to the smallest village, held their breath, united in hope and fear. Scaloni could only watch, every nerve stretched to breaking. The agony of waiting was almost too much to bear for players, coaches and fans alike. The world waited for Montiel's kick. In that instant, time seemed to stand still, and the hopes of a nation rested on a single strike. Everything came down to this moment, a test of nerves, destiny, and the unbreakable spirit of champions. All eyes were on Gonzalo Montiel, redemption and glory in a single kick. He placed the ball, composed himself, and faced Lloris, the French keeper. The stadium's roar faded to a tense silence. Scaloni, unable to watch, sat hunched in agony. Montiel ran up and coolly slotted the ball home, sending Lloris the wrong way. For a heartbeat, disbelief, then an eruption of joy. Argentina's bench exploded onto the pitch, burying Montiel in celebration. 36 years of waiting ended in a flood of tears and triumph. Messi's legacy was sealed. Argentina were world champions once more. For Scaloni, it was the culmination of an improbable journey. The architect of Argentina's dream had delivered. Amid the chaos, cameras found Scaloni. His reaction was almost serene, a quiet smile. But the weight of the journey overwhelmed him. Tears flowed, not of sadness, but pure joy and relief. The composure of 120 minutes shattered. He sobbed on the bench, raw and human. Midfielder Paredes embraced him, a touching reversal, the player comforting the manager. This bond spoke volumes. Scaloni and his players were more than a team, they were a family. Years of pressure and hope released in a single moment. Scaloni cried for his country, his players, and perhaps for Maradona watching from above. His tears symbolized what this victory meant: passion, sacrifice, and the unbreakable spirit of a team. It was more than a trophy. It was a nation's dream fulfilled. To understand Scaloni's tears, you must know his journey. Appointed as a stopgap after 2018's disaster, he was doubted by all, even Maradona. With no senior experience, he inherited a broken team and a toxic burden on Messi. Scaloni rebuilt quietly, creating a system that let Messi flourish without carrying everything. He brought in a new generation, hungry, humble, fiercely loyal, forming La Scaloneta. This victory was the culmination of 4 years' work, unity and belief. The man nobody wanted became a legend, proving critics wrong with a golden trophy. Scaloni's rise from cheap option to national hero is a lesson in perseverance and quiet competence. When he was first appointed, many doubted his credentials and experience, seeing him as a temporary solution rather than a visionary leader. Yet Scaloni quietly set about proving everyone wrong, letting his work speak for itself. Expectations were low, but he built a trusted staff and focused on unity, not politics. He emphasized humility, hard work, and togetherness, creating a culture where every player felt valued and motivated to give their all for the team. The breakthrough came at Copa America 2021, Argentina's first major trophy in 28 years. That victory was more than just a title, it was a turning point that restored belief and pride to a nation hungry for football and glory. That win and the finalissima triumph over Italy forged a team of brothers, not just stars. Scaloni's leadership turned individual talents into a united force, with players fighting for each other on and off the pitch. By Qatar, Argentina were unbeaten in 36 games, but a shock loss to Saudi Arabia tested them. The defeat could have shattered their confidence, but instead it became a catalyst for growth and resilience. Scaloni stayed calm, made changes, and the team responded, growing stronger with each knockout win. His tactical flexibility and ability to motivate his squad proved crucial as the pressure mounted. By the final, La Scaloneta was a well-oiled machine, ready for destiny. Every player knew their role, and the team's spirit was unbreakable as they prepared for the biggest match of their lives. Scaloni's belief and adaptability turned doubters into believers. His journey inspired not just his players, but an entire nation, uniting fans behind a common dream. He transformed Argentina into one of the world's most formidable teams, blending youth and experience, passion and discipline into a winning formula. The journey from outsider to champion was complete, and Scaloni's legacy as a national hero was forever secured. The celebrations after Montiel's penalty showed what made this team special. Togetherness. Players wept, embraced and shared the moment with their families. At the heart was Scaloni, the architect of their unity. The bond between manager and players was genuine, built on trust and respect. Scaloni created an environment where everyone felt valued. The team always came first. He was more than a coach, a mentor, a father figure, a friend. La Scaloneta had a clear identity. Warriors who fought for each other and their fans. Messi led on the pitch, but every player played their part for the team. Scaloni deflected praise, crediting his players' effort and understanding. Their triumph was a tribute to unity, belief, and the power of family. Scaloni's tears on the bench became an iconic image, transcending sport. For Argentina, this was more than a third star. It was unity and pride in hard times. Scaloni's journey is proof that vision, connection, and belief matter more than reputation. He built a legacy of winning the right way, through humility, hard work, and togetherness. Messi's crowning moment was possible because Scaloni built the team he needed. The 2022 final gave football its perfect ending, a story of dreams, drama, and heart. Scaloni reminded us that football is a human story, a testament to collective purpose. He and his team are champions of the world and champions of the heart.